Okay. We're live, and now we're, because
Hey,
now we're good.
dude, we're live. Okay, so you guys aren't going to believe us, but we had some attackers break in. They were like, no, man, that bearded ninja dude you see in all the awesome 90s and 80s movies, like Patrick Seagal. He was the guy who was torturing Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon. He had the sponges on the battery. He was here, kicked his ass.
Yeah.
Danny Chiro was here too, but he was helping us.
The other alternative fact to that would be that
don't ruin my
our upload speed somehow was at 0.08 meg up. Just randomly. So we had a little outage here.
My idea better.
We had just a tad bit of outage.
A little bit. A tinge. I've heard that word a lot. A tinge.
Tinge?
I hadn't heard that since I was a kid, and suddenly I'm hearing that a lot. A tinge. I don't want to hear it anymore. A tinge. It just doesn't really make sense.
Tinge. I don't know that.
I don't like it.
You just don't like tinge?
No, it just doesn't. How do you spell it? Is it T-I-N-J, T-I-N-G, T-I-N-G-E?
I think it's T-I-N-G-E.
Is there an H and a U-E in there too? Tinge.
Well, maybe.
But that's like silent. Why do we have silent letters? That's another thing that bugs the shit out of me.
Wow.
I'm affected by things around
words and letters.
Consonants and vowels, man.
Oh.
Consonants and vowels.
I see. So, yeah. So, we didn't really cover much before, so you didn't miss much.
Yeah, we were just talking about Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus. Absolutely.
Dude.
Yeah.
What do you think of one of the first trollings? Fucking, when God told Abraham, go kill his son. Dude, if you believe in me, man, you'll kill your kid.
Oof.
Do it, man. Fucking do it. You know, and then just Abraham's getting ready to fucking...
He got him to the point of, like, knife point, right?
Yeah, he sends a fucking angel down. Dude. Dude. Look. You're unpunked, man. You're unpunked. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
And then everyone, like, laughs and hugs it out and stuff.
I don't think that's how it went exactly, but maybe
It would have if I would have been there.
You would have laughed and hugged as he almost killed you, saying there was a voice in his head telling him to do it.
This new mic. Who wrestled with the angel? One of the dudes wrestled with the angel, and they wrestled for like days and shit.
Elijah, I think. Was that him?
Elijah, right? And then until
was it?
I think the angel pulled a muscle.
No,
serious.
No, Elijah rode the chariot to heaven or something, right?
Somebody,
wrestled
with an angel for like a long fucking time until one of them pulled a muscle. I think it was the angel.
The angel pulled a muscle.
No, just swear to God. In if you read I think it was in the Way, the Caucasian Bible, as I call it. Because they just took it was like the Way, and they just took and everything is ridiculous plain English. It's just white bread bullshit.
Oh,
it's
New International Version.
Not something
NIV.
like that. Yeah,
that's what the Lutherans use. I think. Whoa.
Hey, don't mess the equipment.
God damn.
When we're online.
Yeah, don't sneeze on anything in here because it all might come crumbling down.
Hey, that's angry.
No, not the room itself. Just like the stream.
There is that. The Way. We were talking about the Bible. The dude wrestling with the angel. But don't you think that'd be funny? The fucking angel's like, dude. Okay, man, you got this one. Fuck. Yeah. Charlie horse, man. Fucking, I got to sit on the rock.
You wouldn't believe the angel, right? Because they're supposed to be perfect beings.
Yeah.
So you pull a fucking muscle.
Yeah, because then they turn your back, and next thing you know, the angel's like, fucking tap out, bitch. Tap out.
I'm looking it up. Man who wrestled with angel. Let's see.
Then
Jacob wrestled an angel.
Ladder dude.
The account of Jacob wrestling with the angel is found in Genesis and referred to elsewhere in Hosea.
Hosea? You said it right?
Hosea. Yeah. There you go.
But you didn't believe that they wrestled?
I don't think he wrestled an angel. No.
They did wrestle. They wrestled.
In the Bible they wrestled.
Well, who did you think I was talking about? Trump?
No, I knew the story you were talking about. I was just looking up to figure out what the name was. It wasn't Elijah. It was Jacob.
No. Elijah's like everyone's like, look, man, the Lord's taking Elijah up in his little multicolored chariot with like wheels and fucking shit of light and stuff, you know, and the aliens are taken up to do anal probes and shit.
Like, how was this guy not burned at the stake? You know what I mean? Like, if somebody today were to
come he never came back.
Holy shit, that thing.
Wow, it's like thunder.
Yeah, do not fuck with your mic stand.
No shit.
Wow. Just that thing picks up everything.
But didn't it sound like, because I was talking about God stuff, and then
you see what God just did to us, man?
Fucking hey, dude.
That wasn't God. You're a fucking narcotics agent. I knew it.
You're a fucking narcotics. don't tell him about those bats.
Yeah.
And find out with them soon enough.
Soon enough, he'll figure out.
What's up with all these fucking bats? I love that part, too, because it's like no time did they talk about the bats.
No.
And there's really no bats around.
Because we're in bat country.
But they're having a shared experience.
Yeah. That movie was great.
I
love that one.
Read about a trip report a long time ago about this guy. Him and his buddy, pal, decided to they got some like big old bottles of NyQuil, and one each.
Yeah.
And they both slammed their NyQuil, the dextromethorphan.
Yeah, what do they call that again? Robo-tripping.
Robo-tripping.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
But they do the whole fucking bottle, right? So, the guy's like, yeah, so, we made it home, went home, kicked back. We're both sitting in the fucking Lazy Boys, and he goes, all of a sudden, the walls are liquid, man. The fucking ceiling's liquid, and the floor is liquid, and pretty soon it's like these huge waves and there's gales of wind, and I can't hear anything, and all of a sudden I look over and my friend, he's like, dude, are you seeing this? And I'm like, what do you see? He goes, it's fucking water, man. There's fucking wind everywhere, man. He goes, hold on. So he's talked about how they had to hold on to each other. But the thing is about that trip report is they were both experiencing the same thing.
That's crazy.
That's I've read about experiences like that.
Me too. I've read about
people back in the 80s, and it's crazy when people can get in that. It's almost like a biorhythm thing.
Mm-hmm. I think the environment is in on that too, like the room you're in.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I may have known a person who's been on some things before in his younger times or her younger times.
Yeah, we would use the term swim. Someone I knew.
Oh, there we go. Swim, yeah. Someone
I met.
Yeah. Okay. Someone I met, and as this person traversed from room to room, things changed completely.
The feeling, the mood.
The mood, yeah. So I think getting everyone in like a similar space, that probably helps that too, facilitates.
Yeah, especially if you crazy things. Yeah, because you can really discover a lot of how group dynamics work.
Sure.
In that scenario, I mean, that was a beautiful analogy for what you're experiencing, because if you can imagine walking into a room like that, and because people of like energy will usually gravitate towards each other.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And, so that's probably what you're experiencing. Or that's swim dude.
Yeah.
Swimmer.
So when I was younger, I tried a few things. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. We both did.
Come on.
We're just trying to be, I'm trying to see how vague we can be.
Yeah. It's kind of fun to try and be super vague.
Yeah,
but
it's
just
hard.
Like, whatever.
Especially for most of the people out there who know me.
I experienced. I took a few mushrooms in college. There you go. Have fun.
I took a few mushrooms in the 80s.
Yeah, there you go.
No, actually, I took a few 80s in the mushrooms.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, that doesn't sound right.
First experience I had, I know I've told you this, but I took too much. And I didn't know what I was fucking doing. I never looked up anything. And it was not negative, but it was way too intense for what I was expecting.
I know, because suddenly everything, the crazy thing about that, because the first time I did it, I did too much. I had a great, when they first hit, man, I remember just becoming like, just vegetating. My friends took me out to dinner, and I'm the one tripping. They're not, I'm with my friend and his wife, and I'm just sitting there. I just remember just cutting my meat up.
You're hanging out with his friend and his wife?
Yeah, we went to Hellenic House, which is a restaurant that used to have in Ogden.
Did they know?
Great souvlaki.
Did they know you were?
Oh, yeah. That was lame,
gotcha.
Man. He was later on, when we got back to the house, he did as well. And then I kind of came out of the funk part. I wasn't in a funk. I was just kind of, it's the first time I'd ever done them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoa.
Didn't know what to expect, yeah.
And so then we get back to the house, and then Lane drops some. And the crazy thing is, once he started to come up, I kind of started to come out of the that little zone.
Yeah.
And then Galen, our friend Galen, dropped with us. So next thing you know, there's like 3 or 4 of us who were just sitting there tripping, and we're sitting in his living room, and it seemed like, right, because, you're under the influence, and it was the 80s. It seemed like we were talking, telling jokes, laughing, but nobody was talking. There's no...
Yeah.
and it was almost like we were just
well, everything's so cerebral when you're on that stuff. Like, it's weird. It's like I kind of had a similar moment where I didn't know if I was talking or just thinking things. It was strange.
And then sometimes you discover that you're talking or thinking things.
Yeah, yeah. It was a little. That was crazy.
Dude, what's a mangina?
Only did them once, and I'm glad I did, but I don't have any will to go back and try that again.
Yeah. Oh, I was stupid. I did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. First 3 times I did it, I think would have killed most people.
Jeez.
Not really killed most people, but at least send them into fucking, I don't know, anaphylactic shock or some other medical term.
You're saying you have a stronger drug brain than most.
I'm just prepared for the things that happen. Well, I've told you about my first 3 trips.
Oh, yeah.
When they talked to me. Mushrooms talked to me. Told me things. I didn't listen.
When you reach that point where, it's crazy, like you talked about where you kind of heard your drug governor. Well, everybody has a governor in their head eventually. A lot of times when they're drinking's easier to ignore it, but when you're doing other certain things, and all of a sudden that governor says, you know what? If you take more, you're going to cross this plane where I can't help you anymore. So you should turn back now. You're not ready for this.
I'll wait here for you.
Yeah. Yeah, and you just kind of, it's like your inner voice kind of just going, hey, listen, if you drink more, you're going to feel fucked up, and I can't help you then.
I need you to listen to words in my mouth.
Yeah, and you had those moments on, allegedly.
Well, no, because my fucking dickhead sober cab, that fucker.
Yeah.
He'll like, oh, by the way, man. I'm like, dude, I just want to be fucking straight up. Oh, dude, you fucked up. About a half hour back, that fucking cow skull in the desert we passed? Yeah, that's the line of no return.
It's not there to help you. It's there to, like, be complete, like...
it's a muse.
It's Captain Hindsight.
Captain Hindsight.
Oh, by the way, hey, I'm here. So, 30 minutes ago, I should have told you not to do this, but I wanted to see what happened. And I want to let you know now you're going to have a bad time.
This is, yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember Salvia years and years later.
That was legal for the longest time.
Longest time. But that was because, like if the voices I heard when I did mushrooms those first 3 times, right? Mm-hmm. If that was like that guardhouse, like as you're coming out of suburbia and there's the desert, you got that big guardhouse, and like beyond the desert is where all the brainy stuff is, right?
Sure.
Supposedly, whatever. But I get to that guardhouse those first 3 times. It's like, no, I'm sorry, you're not ready. You just can't. No, just go away. Mm-hmm. And fucking Salvia was just like a rocket, fucking Wile E. Coyote with a big old fucking rocket on my back, just right through that guardhouse. No, through it. Just
really
splinters.
Wow.
Yeah, just like one of those nuclear videos from the 40s, 30s.
Nuclear vessels.
Vessels. There'd be whales in here.
Nuclear computer.
Oh, computer.
He's talking into the mouse.
No, use the mouse.
So, yeah, that's crazy. That's probably why they made that illegal. And people were tripping out on salvia.
But it's too bad because I watched a lot of videos of people doing salvia the wrong way. And the thing about salvia fucking scary. For the record, it is the most frightening thing I've ever done. Honestly, wow. I would say that.
No kidding. I would say that's crazy.
But if you, with salvia, you don't go into it partied up and looking to have more fun or add something to it, because the good lady salvia has nothing but good things for you if you come open hands. Just you're ready, you're open, and you've got your fear in check.
We tried it in college, but
some people,
not much.
I've seen where they're just like, yeah, man, if I can just bong it up, and they sit there and then they laugh. Sometimes they get that look like, oh shit, that's a spaceship, while they're floating away. But then they get that look, and then they start laughing, and then there's a maniacal laughter and laughter and laughter and laughter, and then there's the
took too much,
and they get that fear that
you can audibly hear it building in them. That's crazy. Yeah.
And then now I never experienced that. I experienced some very awesome and cool shit on it. But it was frightening nonetheless because it's completely disassociative. You don't do this like driving in a tractor, truck pull, or anything like that, or anywhere else free to operate a motor vehicle, but definitely in a truck pull.
In the 80s, you probably had more time when you were not allowed to drive than you were allowed to drive.
No, I was only not allowed to drive towards the end of my stay.
No, what I meant is you were inebriated most of the time.
Probably under the weather a bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not
just under the weather. That's all. I was just sick.
because I didn't get drunk too often. I wasn't a get drunk guy.
It's just the other things.
Yeah,
in
the
life.
other things because
Yeah.
there were more fun things.
Yeah.
Funny funs. Is somebody talking over there, or is that just us?
No, a news thing came by, which is something I think we could transition to.
Yes, sorry.
Speaking of very scary experiences. No. This is
Talk
funny.
about drugs.
North Korea said they plan on finishing through with their mission to send a missile at Guam.
But they're not. But they're gonna be done. I think they said mid August.
Yeah, but then he came out and told it publicly to his people, according to CNN, that they're going to, no, we're following through with our plan to hit Guam.
But that's
a U.S. territory.
no. I get that, but
That guy is
because
stupid.
the report I read was that they should have their plans done and ready by mid August.
Okay.
And when I read that, I'm reading that. I'm like, is this a Franco Rogan movie?
Yeah, I'm going to look it up while you're going here.
You know, but it just I found it odd that they'd say why are they saying they're going to attack?
It's a kid with a bunch of
I know, but
shitty guns.
But why would you rattle your saber like that? You know, especially when you got Trump at the helm.
North Korea seriously examining a strike near Guam.
Strike near Guam.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to look it up too.
North Korea says it will finish a plan to strike near Guam by mid-August.
By mid.
Yeah. That's so dumb. That's breaking fucking news.
I know. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you were saying. Dude,
But
seriously though.
No, mid-August. I'm going to kick your dude. Meet me at the fucking bike racks at 3. No, you know what? 4:45. 4:45. I'm going to fuck your shit up.
This guy doesn't. He has to know what he's fucking with, right? All
You
other
have to-
countries know you don't.
You have to remember though, this guy isn't homegrown. He's corn-fed. I mean, as far as he's been groomed, and since he popped out of his mama's hoo-ha,
He's a god.
They've been molding. No, that he's been molded by the party to be this. This is what you're going to be when your dad dies. You're going to be this leader, and this is how you're going to do it. This is what you're going to be. Well, and I'm not defending him.
They think they're gods, though. Like the leader there, they're like a higher being. Like they can just make shit up, and everyone has to fucking accept it.
Well, he did invent the cheeseburger and ping pong, I believe.
And again, I think his dad had a perfect round of golf, 18 holes in one.
Yes.
So,
and that's hard because I did it once, and it took a few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm talking steady. I didn't go home at all.
Yeah. And this was like Wii Golf or some shitty game, right?
You see, you're always doing that.
I'm sorry, but you
hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
No.
So if you're the United States, you're the leader of the United States. This guy's threatening you openly he's going to attack Guam.
You got to say it right. So you're Trump.
Whatever.
And you're
sure,
the
you're
president.
Trump. You're Trump. Whatever. You want to just put yourself in his shoes. This guy, you can see their missile tests because we're watching them at all times, and you could see that, okay, they're starting to get to where we were about 70 years ago, 60 years ago with missiles, and they're almost at the point now where they can hit one of our territories, and they openly said they're going to hit one of our territories.
The problem, I think we would have seen some preemptive action of some kind by now if it were not for the fact that China is North Korea's ally.
That's crazy.
So that's why we've been meeting with them. Now they might say, no, we're meeting. This is trade talks and tariff reasoning, something like that. I just made up a term.
Yeah.
But I think that's why they've been kind of, look, they're saying, dude, you got to get fucking China, your kid, man. Get your fucking boy in order over your kid.
China's got to do something about
that. He's being
a
dick, man. He's being a dick, and I can only hold the town people back so long.
But the crazy part is, so
no, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. No, I said that wrong. Because it'd be Donald Trump like talking like the United States is his kid. I'll come over there. I'll kick your kid's ass. I don't give a fuck. I'll beat his little ass right there in the front yard, and I'll kick his fucking dog.
Well, so he basically said that, and now people are getting down his throat about it. So hold on, I'm not defending Donald Trump, but in this case, I might be.
I love how often we say that.
Yeah, he gets out there and he says, you know what? We'll come at you with like
fire and brimstone.
Fire and fucking brimstone. You don't fucking threaten us unless you want to fucking die. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Whoa, we gotta pull the reins back on this president." Now, how about this?
The president needs to work on his rhetoric.
Yeah. So what if they do launch a missile and hit Guam? Those same people are going to say he's not acting fast enough.
Why isn't he acting fast enough?
Yeah.
Donald, wake up.
Basically, what it is
The birds are in the air.
Not defending Trump, but there's a lose-lose situation here for him. He acts too fast, he's a bigot. He acts too slow, then he's the next George W. Bush or something. I don't know, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, he just needs, just maybe wait a day and then just do it. The tweet will be, I did it.
So when do you think action will be taken?
Well, I'm sure we're watching them like a hawk. There's probably a lot of eyes on them right now.
Yeah.
So I imagine they're watching for the kind of shit that they're moving around, large cylindrical objects.
Yeah. With fire behind them.
Big fire.
Yeah. Hey, boys, we got Mr. Daniel in the house.
Hello, Mr. Daniel. Daniel, my brother.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that country at all. It's crazy. Like, I'm worried about their allies, but not them.
Well,
not
yeah,
them
that's the bigger picture. Fucking North Korea. It's like, dude, you could get it, and maybe that's fuck, man. Maybe China wants to engage us, and so they're fucking pushing some buttons with North Korea to get them to fucking, hey, come over, rattle their saber right in our face, because they know Trump might say, hey, fuck you, man.
But China.
And then
they don't want to fuck with us either, do they?
Maybe they feel like they're in a position where they can.
We still have the greatest military. We have the top 2 navies.
Well,
no, we have, what is it? No,
where are we getting that information from?
Oh, us. That's true. Yeah, it could be propaganda, but
I'm not saying it's disinformation.
Come on, there's one thing we know here in our country: how much fucking money we spend on military. Military. They never get cuts like anything else. We cut other areas to make sure our military is
we keep adding. We keep adding
out.
To that.
Although we are thinned out, but we have our shit in. I think we're in every country now.
Are we thinned out because of the whole transgender thing?
Oh God, here we go. Because we let transsexuals into the army. You're saying now we're thinned out?
No, because we didn't let them in the army.
Oh,
wow! See where you went? You went ugly.
Okay, let's try to put a number on this. How many transsexuals do you think want to get into the army right now? Like, if you were to put a number on it.
5.
I'm gonna go under 10,000.
Okay,
so there's not much you're gonna do with that.
Well,
to under 10 grand. What are you gonna take down one Chinese plant with 10,000 people?
You give some of them some lipstick and a mean pair of pumps. Yeah. You might get some good information.
That's right. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm sorry. That's not a homophobic. That's not sexist. That's not genderist. That's nothing. That's just fucking funny.
You're a bigot. That's
no. I'm a humorist because make fun.
You're a humorist.
I'm a humorist, not a humorous.
Humorist. A bone.
Yes. Nope. I think we should be able to joke about anything if we can take the joke about anything and not be fucking offended because of things that happen to other people. And like not us or our family or our immediates or things like that.
I agree. Everybody should have thick enough skin. You should be able to make fun of everyone equally.
Yes.
And everyone afterwards
because
can just fucking go home and
being
laugh.
Made fun of. And sometimes it gets much. Sometimes, okay, I may plan on killing you. But it's all in fun.
Yeah.
I'm killing dude, this ain't personal. Come on, it's funny. Come on.
Yeah.
Why ain't you laughing?
Yeah. What's not funny about it? Come on, dickhead. Yeah, so I don't know what they're going to do with North Korea, but something's going to be done if they keep doing their stuff.
Something's going to happen. Funniest thing you've heard all week.
Funniest thing I've heard all week. Ooh. Let me think on that. Funniest thing I've heard all week. Well, how about the funniest thing I've seen all week was Rick and Morty.
Okay.
Yeah, there was some funny shit coming out of that. If you haven't seen that show, and it's not for everybody, but is some of the
I will check it out.
Greatest writing I've seen in an animated, and they have animated stories and animated pictures.
Better than Letterkenny?
Yes. Yes.
I'm joking. Letterkenny's a good show, but funniest thing I've heard all week is fuck off, Clock Watcher.
Ah.
But like said more like, fuck off, Clock Watcher.
Yeah. That's good.
I like it. That's funny. Yeah. I would love to relay the entire story and reveal the source of said communique, but it's pretty goddamn funny.
If you want to keep your head.
And get a little at the same time.
Ooh.
I
look at you.
said that.
Look at you.
Okay. What else? So we talked. Okay, Trump. So you know what though, this North Korea shit. This could be huge for or against Trump, depending on how he actually handles this. So, like, this is your fucking shot, big guy. This is your fucking time in the hot box. And how you gonna handle it? What are you gonna do?
Nothing boosts your economy like a good old war.
Well, I'd rather not see war.
I know, but that's the way a lot of people look at it.
Well, that you make money with war.
Yes.
Yes.
Your economy booms when you're doing the boom.
I guess
dropping bombs.
I guess death is death profitable.
Death pays.
Death pays. What do we got over here? No, it's I'm not saying
nothing. You just said we spend so much on military. Yeah.
Oh, we do.
First official NFL preseason game is tonight. The last one was a Hall of Fame game. It's like a fake one, but this is so it all starts now, ladies and gentlemen. It all starts now. Yeah.
That's all I had.
Fantasy football is in full swing. I'm listening to podcasts all the time.
So
doing mock drafts.
Big football guy.
Big football guy, yeah.
I guess I do like football. It's not necessarily one of my favorites. I used to like football more, but then
rugby, yeah.
Saw rugby
once,
and then I was like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd watch that so fucking
One
hard.
constant run play. Never ends. They never pass the ball.
They pass the ball. Sure they do.
Backwards. Those are laterals.
Laterals or back or behind.
Tisk.
Well, they're lobbing the fucking ball to
One
the
constant run play. Yeah. No, rugby's fine.
No,
I prefer football.
No, I understand.
American football.
I would like to see football how it used to be a long fucking time ago. Just no. With regular football, where they had these are the rules, and people played because they wanted to play. They weren't there, for the big money. And don't get me wrong, I think football players should be paid well because they are fucking destroying their bodies for our entertainment.
99 out of 100 had CTE.
Yes, and so, but
one was a kicker.
I just missed the day when they were all. They did it because they loved it. It was. Maybe they need to pay them a little less for a while because that was when they really liked playing. Because then you just got people who liked to play, not just the people who wanted to make the good bucks.
Well, as the money's gone up, the risk has gone up too,
and the expectation.
Sure. Yeah. And you know what? It should trickle down to them because that sport makes so much fucking money, billions of dollars. The NFL makes billions of dollars.
Isn't that crazy?
And the owners are so fat on money right now that they're able to keep trickling more money down. Here's the crazy part, though. Look at it this way. 53-man roster is what I think they have to narrow it down to when the season starts. You have 53 players.
Okay.
Right? All right. The NFL has the most injuries out of any sport.
Makes sense.
Not even close.
More than rugby.
I would say, of course, yeah. Well, you can't lead with your head in rugby because you're not wearing helmets.
No, but they hit each other like this a lot.
53-man rosters. Injuries are almost a guarantee. You are seen as a veteran in the NFL when you hit about 30. Running backs usually break down around like 31, 32. Careers end generally. They because they're getting hit so much.
No, I know. Yeah. It just break down.
So there's less guarantees in football, right? I think what is it? Most players don't last more than 2 years. Okay? So
wow.
And they don't have guaranteed contracts. No guarantees. Like they have some part of their contracts guaranteed and the rest of it is incentivized. So look,
we're paying you this much. Yeah. Here's the bonus.
Let's look at basketball. Basketball, you have a 12-man roster, I believe. 12 men. Mm-hmm. There are injuries in basketball, but most of them are freak. Not a lot of major injuries compared to football.
And
yeah.
Cheekbones.
All money is guaranteed. All of it. Yeah. It dropped momentarily. All right, we're back.
Hey, we're back again. Sorry.
Major internet troubles out here today. I don't know
Not sure what's going on.
Going on.
Something must be going on with CenturyLink or some Jesus thing.
Yeah. I'll keep my eye on it. If this crashes again, then we're probably going to have to just say we'll see you next week.
It's not that we don't love you. We do care.
No, I don't love you. He loves you. I kind of care. Let's go with that. Is that fair?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the Lord?
No.
I like Bible stories.
Yeah, yes, you do.
No, I do.
You write about them a lot.
I do. I don't know. For being agnostic, I sure read a lot of theology. Yeah. I ever tell you about I told you. Have I told these guys about the talents, the story of the talents? Remember that?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you told them, but talk about it. Make sure they know the story, too. Not a lot of people know that.
In the In the Bible, there's a story. It's called Parable of the Talents. And it's basically where this guy gives his 3 servants each a talent. And a talent is to be thought of as a gold piece, right?
Currency, yep.
Currency. So this guy's getting ready to leave town. Gives each one of these 3 servants 1 gold coin. And he leaves. And he comes back. And he goes up to the first servant. And he says, hey, man, you got my money? And the servant's like, yeah, in fact, I invested the money. I did this and I did this and I did this. And so you gave me 1. I'm giving you back 3. He goes, that's good work, man. Thanks. You did something good with your talents, right? My talents, should I say.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the second guy. He goes, hey, man, I invested your money, but I only got back, 1-to-1. So here's 2,
Yep.
And I'm sorry, 2-to-1, not 1-to-1. There. And he goes to the third guy. He says, so what do you got? And he's like, I got the talent you gave me. He goes, didn't you invest it? And the guy says, no, man. And basically the servant says, we know what this is. You reap where you haven't sown. You go in and you take things that aren't yours and then you expect to be entitled to, you got to earn that, and so the guy's like, blah, 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 whatever. So the way they teach that is for people not to waste their talents that they are given.
Yeah.
Right? If you invest it, you grow it. But I argued in the Bible class that that's not what it meant. And all the heads turned, because I was speaking blasphemy. I said, what it means is don't enable people who are willing to try to make you waste your talent on them, So don't wait. The thing is, so you don't waste time on people who don't deserve. You don't give them what they don't deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has to earn their own way, and the thing is to earn your own way. And we were going back and forth, and this is like I'm fighting hordes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm it. Nobody's on my fucking. I got a guy crying, a man making a grown ass man cry.
Sounds about right.
Fucking Bible class.
Yeah.
Over this, and so the leader of the class before the next one started, he took me aside and he's like, "Hey, John, just kind of, just."
Don't come back.
No, he's just like, just chill. Maybe let's not.
So
Joe.
Are you telling me you found a story in the Bible that can be interpreted about 40 different ways?
Well,
but they're telling you there's only one way?
Yeah, that's just it. And he goes, and he even showed me the study guide.
That sounds the whole basis.
The teacher,
yeah,
showed me his study guide. See, it even says in the study guide. That's what it means.
Yeah,
that's not what it means.
A man fucking wrote that.
I said, no, you're in the study guide. I said, that's what they're telling you it means.
Yeah.
I said, think for yourself. And then Brenda said, you just be nice.
Oh, she was there with you?
She was there. You just be nice.
Yeah.
She tells me that a lot. I'm like, I am nice. I think.
Well, not many people like confrontation. As I've grown older, I kind of seek it out. I don't know why.
It could be some, a little too much fiber.
Maybe it's too much fiber.
The older you get, you're eating more fiber.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Not enough.
Oh, it's just an idea. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there are other facts out there, too, pertaining to health that I don't know. So, other facts. Yeah. I'm just going to use that to bolster my my case all the time.
Other facts?
Do you have any other evidence? Well, there's lots of other evidence. I just don't have access to that other evidence right now.
Well, you know what works for you. Like you said during your weight loss or something, you said you cut out red meat for certain days, which health.
Well, I still don't eat as much red meat as I used to. We would have red meat maybe twice a month for that year.
Which in everything they teach you in health has nothing to do with weight loss. Right? But it worked for you because maybe there was something you were doing with red meat.
Well, there's other stuff I was doing too. I mean, we were eating. I learned a lot about food, and just, I can, for anybody out there who's listening to this, out of the 4 people, one,
yeah.
But when it comes to dieting, dieting is the worst thing I think a person can do. I think what you have to do is you have to have you have to have a life change of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
To where you.
That's what they say. Yeah.
Because I tried doing. I'm not going to say what I called the diet, but it was a very slim food diet. You didn't eat a lot, and I saw like 3 people at work who were starving themselves.
Not good.
On this diet, and I'm like, no, that's stupid. I'm not going to eat rice and chicken 8 times a fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know I'm keeping my metabolism. No, I'm just no. So I learned about food, and I learned that I can eat any fucking thing I want. If I want to eat butter, I can eat a stick. I can eat butter, but I don't eat the whole stick. If I want,
Don't eat all the food.
Don't eat all the food, right? And I gave up my membership to the Clean Plate Club.
Yep. But you waste a lot that way.
I
right?
do waste a lot, but you know, if
an animal died and you just throw half of it in the garbage.
Mm-hmm. But it's still going back to from whence it came.
What's that? The garbage?
The ground. Over time, millions of years, this is just going to be all fucking.
That's true.
Mixed up and battered up again.
You know, and there's so many stories that like we could be considered the garbage because all we're doing is eating it and shitting it out anyway.
Lava batter.
Yeah, that's right. But there are starving kids in Africa, John.
Name 10.
Well, can't name any of them. Child 1. Child with the heaving belly 2.
I stole that from Letterkenny.
Child wearing a Super Bowl shirt. Heaving belly.
Heaving belly.
Child wearing a Super Bowl.
That's a distended belly where they look pregnant.
Child wearing the Vikings Super Bowl shirt from '98, which never happened.
Serious? That's out there?
Yeah. No, they give. So all of those shirts for the team that didn't win the Super Bowl or didn't make it,
they give
those away to
That'd be cool to have.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. At one time, I did have a NFC North champion 1998 Vikings hat because they print those all out, and somehow we knew a security guard for the Vikings. He got one, gave it to us.
Cool.
Yeah. Asia security.
I don't like being ethical anymore.
What? What do you mean?
Well, I was on Imgur the other day, or Reddit. I was on Reddit. And
it's your first mistake.
I always see these people. They're like, yeah, man, I tweeted out that blah, blah, blah happened to my Xbox. You know, the next day I received this box. These gifts from Microsoft where they say, hey, here's an Xbox One.
Oh,
here's
yeah.
this, all this. It's like, I just want to write a sob story and tweet it and like, you know, to make sure Bethesda's
mine?
No, just make sure Bethesda's on there. You know, hey, I was playing this awesome Bethesda game, and then all of a sudden the CD just exploded and it killed my son
and my cat.
But I'm really sad I can't play the game anymore. And then a week later, I think the CEO from Bethesda will show up, you know, with a new car, a new son.
Yeah,
a brand new son
and a brand new cat.
A brand new cat. Yes, but it would be like my dream cat.
And at that point, you would look at him and you'd say, thank you for all these things, but where's my new copy of the game?
That's all I wanted.
That's all I wanted.
But it'd be my dream cat. It'd be like a Sphinx cat because they don't have hair.
Ugh.
They're just like
the fuck wants a hairless cat.
Flesh cat.
That's worse than having a cat.
No, it'd be awesome. They need loving too, man.
Sure.
Well, Sphinx cats, man. Can you imagine, though, like back in Egypt days and stuff when the pharaohs like were hanging out and they had... You know, they had lots of cats.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and a lot of them were those Sphinx cats, right? And I think, I could be wrong, but either way, they had cats. But can you imagine coming from somewhere that didn't have cats? And then you show there, and there's like all these little mini tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tigers, they're very tiny.
Or maybe you come from a place that has tigers, and you look at these, well, they have fucking mini tigers.
Why do you have all the baby tigers? They'll get big, and they'll eat you.
They don't have cats in India?
Don't think so.
Really? You were going to say they eat them with curry? Is that what you're about to say, you fucking bigot?
I was not going to say that.
You were.
But that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, you were going to say that.
I will admit that eat them almost did come out, but curry wasn't in the...
Well, let me help you with that. Wrong country.
Curry?
Not as tan skin.
What are you saying?
They have a thing where they look like they're kind of shielding their eyes from the sun. Those might be the countries you're looking for who eat dogs and cats.
Well, no. You just think nobody in India is going to eat it. They won't eat a cow, and maybe not a monkey.
I'm sure I'm sure. If you're hungry, you're going to eat a fucking cat or a dog. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you're not almost anything.
Or crickets. I mean, you're going to eat that shit.
Figs.
Yeah, and figs. Yeah.
Some cheese, and maybe a nice Bordeaux.
Wow, okay.
Well, or a Chianti, yeah.
Ooh, a nice Chianti? I like Chianti.
Chianti's
good.
That's
good wine.
Okay, so Trump, talked about Trump.
Talked about the North Korea thing.
North Korea.
Talked about little NFL. Movies. You saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2. How was that?
It was good.
Yeah, you liked it.
I can't talk too much about it because you haven't seen it, and I don't want to spoil it.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to see Dunkirk. I haven't seen Dunkirk.
Same. I haven't seen that either. Definitely check that out.
We could see that this weekend if you wanted.
This weekend.
This is like the part where you say maybe, which means I'll tell you no later sometimes.
I could maybe do it Sunday-ish.
Sunday.
Yeah. I don't plan on going to a distillery and getting really screwed up on whiskey. Ugh.
Fun times, though.
No.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't there.
I might do it. Am I in the camera?
You're in the camera. Don't worry about it.
I'm
Your hair's in place. Everything's going to be fine.
No hair. I love this mic.
It picks up everything. That coinciding with your new EQ settings and your compressor really gives you a great voice.
I have good presence.
It has good presence.
I like that at Christmas.
We have to work on your presence, though. You got to explore the room more.
No.
No?
No. Wow.
Okay. It's seizure. He's having a seizure. We need his cat.
It's not a seizure. It's called aphasia.
Here's
hey, you know what?
Yeah, go for
I'm
it.
watching Guardians of the Galaxy last night, right? And Groot, all he ever says is, I am Groot.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Baby Groot.
I am Groot. Mm-hmm. And, well, even in the movie, or the first one, that's all he said, right?
Yeah.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. Yeah.
I'm thinking Groot has aphasia of some kind. I don't know if he had a stroke. Or, because aphasia is where you can say, it shows itself in many, many forms, right? But one of the forms is where, I saw a video where this guy had aphasia from a stroke he had, and he would just say, Tony.
Oh, so you say the same word over and over again, but
right.
You think you're saying...
But he thinks he is communicating, so it's like the signals get fucked up.
Oh,
so
that would suck.
That would very suck. And there are people, it's kind of works that way, but there are some people who can't, they can't say certain words. That there's certain kinds of aphasia that to where you can't say it, or you can't write a certain thing because you can see it in your head, but you can't translate from that to your ear. So there's some part of the cerebral cortex maybe gets a little fucked up with some shit that can happen. So that's aphasia. So I'm watching. That was all the thoughts I had last night when I'm watching Guardians of the Galaxy. I am Groot.
You're trying to apply human medical science to a tree creature?
Well, he's got aphasia. He should seek medical help.
Huh.
Helping. I'm trying to help.
Speaking of medical help, so this is something I noticed at the mall, and I didn't mention it, but I'm going to mention it now. This is going to come across as probably not very nice, but whatever. I think people are abusing the service dog thing.
Yes.
I think they're abusing
the service animal
thing where there are people with, like, I'm depressed and this is my service animal. I think people are abusing the shit out of that.
We saw one of those today.
Yeah, we did.
At Costco.
And it was one that looked like it didn't need to help her. She was just very large.
Was it a hurt? Oh, the one I saw, this dude had one.
Yeah.
Was it a skinny dog?
I don't know. I saw one.
I saw
Costco today.
Yeah, it was Costco.
Yeah.
And I saw one this guy, but I didn't. Maybe there's a large woman nearby that I didn't.
Yeah.
Pick
I don't know.
up on the radar.
Some people do it to get their animals on planes, so they don't have to stow them.
And in stores.
Yeah, and in stores. And
there's people who play that shit.
And it just, it sucks is the dogs couldn't choose to do that. You know what I mean? They were forced into being a service animal.
And you can't tell me that everyone's nice to their dogs.
Yeah, service people especially. Like I see, like this guy on his motorized cart with his service dog walking next to him, and he's just fucking flying. This dog has to keep up with him. And they train him like they got to be right next to you at all times. It's crazy. And I just, maybe that guy needs a service dog, but a lot of these other fucking people.
Not so much.
Not so much.
I think there should be like a test or an obstacle course.
Like I was getting my hair cut. Obstacle course. I was getting my hair cut this was a few weeks ago. And the barber, she had a service dog with her.
Yeah,
and she was perfectly fine. She was like everything there.
That's because the dog was there.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, like, you didn't want to leave the dog at home alone, but now this dog has to sit here in the barber shop and not
the
move
dog
all fucking
really
day.
Enjoyed staying at home. Probably.
Yeah, probably. I'm like, at least I can sleep.
Watch Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And have some Scooby snacks.
I just think some people are abusing that service animal thing. a little bit too much, and a lot of these might not be service animals.
How many? What the stats would be on countries? Who has the most service animals?
Definitely the United States. Not even close.
Because we're like, hey man, pamper me, take care of me.
Which country has the most obesity? Which country has basically the most
incarcerated
welfare
citizens per capita?
Incarcerated citizens. Yeah, I mean,
I just learned that whole line from Jeff Daniels.
Yeah,
in the newsroom.
That was a great scene.
Oh, God, I
great scene.
Just wanting to sob.
Yeah, it was so awesome.
No, seriously, it was.
Yeah.
Because remember when I showed it to you, you're like, "What the fuck is what is he showing me now?"
Yeah, well, that's kind of what.
Because I do that a lot. I show him a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not good, but it's things that have to be seen. It's for your own good.
I'd say it's more like you have to share it more than it has to be seen.
I did some good sharing this weekend, though. Some of the Mimi stuff.
That was good. So he was taking parts of Dune quotes, and then applying these pictures to them that were just strange.
But fitting.
Some of them. Maybe they were fitting in your mind because they were not. Don't do that.
They were very fitting, I thought. Especially the one with the three women who were dressed up like weird dolly thingies.
And you thought they were men? Because they were.
Well, for the longest time I thought they were men, but then I'm like, oh, they're...
They were topless, but they were muscled up.
They were muscled up, girly girls.
So you couldn't really tell.
But then, how you don't know what we've been through, yet you judge us, blah, 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 from Dune. And I was like, that fits.
Now it fits, yeah.
The birthday cake girl fit.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're going to do a thing, immerse yourself in that thing until you and that thing are one. And then once you know that thing, you can know other things. And it's a naked girl with birthday cake all over.
Yeah, you didn't see anything, though.
You don't see anything, but you got to know all the things.
I believe it was in black and white, too.
They all are, yes.
Yeah.
And then there's the Max Headroom one. Maybe we'll put these up at some point. Maybe I'll do a little video thingy.
A little slideshow-y thingy.
Slideshow. Try that.
Book is close to being finished.
First draft's done. Knee-deep in edits.
Knee-deep.
And bucking up the manuscript, but recovering. No, yes.
Save
the book is done.
Save as. Save as.
No, but book's coming along good. Good. It's nice. It's kind of, now that I've got the end kind of structured, so that's built, and I can just walk away from that and then start the edits so that when I get back up to it, I'm kind of fresh and I can put the mud and tape, as they say.
Mud and tape.
Yeah, because you get the framework up, get the drywall in. Yeah, we'll be back to mud and tape later.
Nice. You also had a little bit of a sewer fun break. Yes. You had to deal with, too, at the fucking house, huh?
Yes, we did. We had a pipe from the bathroom kind of broke, just like we sliced it. It was kind of weird. And
sewage was everywhere.
No, sewage wasn't everywhere. There was sewage kind of everywhere, but not everywhere.
You carved all that out, though.
Yes. But then it was good and fine again. And then they reused the knuckle, as they call it. It's a knuckle.
Like a moose knuckle?
Like a moose knuckle. That's going to have a different smell to it.
Okay.
Than this. Of course, if you go far too south from the moose knuckle, you'll probably get something like this.
Yeah, but, you don't want to do that.
Usually, if you're playing around the moose knuckle, though, the waterworks and the waste facility have been kind of, they knew the important people were coming to visit, so they kind of cleaned up, So a little paint.
They knew the important people were coming to visit.
Yeah, they gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta keep it clean. Gotta have a clean city. Just otherwise, they talk about you and stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I got about that.
I don't have anything else.
I'm trying to think what else, because we're kind of in a lull right now with games.
Well, Game of Thrones was.
Game of Thrones.
We won't ruin it for you, but that was a good fucking episode.
That was a great fucking episode.
So we'll see where the fuck they go after that.
Tronson was saying that there's a making of, I think it's on YouTube, that you can watch for that episode for the battle scene, but he says it's pretty crazy to watch how they, he goes, it wasn't there wasn't as much CG as you thought, as you would think.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, like a lot of drone footage and a lot of real explosions.
Cool.
A lot of real people getting torn in half and stuff. They were prisoners.
Oh.
They were from the prison.
Yeah, they were all bad.
They were all bad.
Yeah.
When I was a kid and I watched movies, I used to think that the people who got shot in movies were people from prison.
It's probably because your parents told you that.
No. That was just my own thinking because I'm dumb.
Well, you were dumb.
Yes.
Maybe you're still dumb, but you're not as dumb, right?
Your camera should be a little lower on you so you don't have as much ceiling above you. Headroom.
Cool.
The max headroom should be less.
That help?
I don't know yet.
I think that looks pretty good.
It looks great. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Now I'm just a head and a neck.
See, there's your hand. You went the wrong way.
No, I know. That's why I did that. I'm just a fucking head now. What do you think of that?
I think that you're just kind of a dick.
I might be.
It's my humble opinion.
Now it's better.
I could be wrong.
It's fixed.
I've been wrong before.
That's all right. I've got nothing else, man. I think we should wrap her up. I've got nothing else.
We could wrap it up. What time is it anyway?
Do
we know what time it is?
7:35.
7:35.
Central time.
Sweet Jesus. That's early for us because usually we're just now getting on the air.
Yeah.
So.
We had a few hiccups. We did
have some
earlier.
hiccups. But we got a new mic that sounds fucking awesome.
It's good. Now we just got to work on the talent.
Yeah, so Aaron might not be on the next show.
Yeah, we'll be getting some new talent next week.
Talents.
And, hopefully the show will be much better.
It'll be talents without fighting.
That's right.
We
got Brian, Mr. Brian M. in here. He says, "Hey dudes," and he says, "I agree."
Matheson.
Yeah.
How long have you been with us, Matty? Has he been in here for a while?
I don't know.
He just chip in.
He's a lurker. That's okay. Hope things are well.
Hi, long-time viewer, first-time caller. How you doing today?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lull right now. There's not much for movies coming out. There's some stupid fucking movies coming out. I was watching some trailers of some movies that were so bad. I think I blocked the fact that I saw them out.
Yeah.
They're redoing Flatliners. Why? I mean, we can talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
They're redoing Flatliners. Why? The first one was okay at best.
Didn't even see it.
Was there somebody like? Well, it was Kiefer Sutherland. I think Kevin Bacon, Julia Roberts, I think, and then one other guy, but other actors. It was an okay movie at the time. It's like, hey, have you seen Flatliner? No, really, it was so good. Oh, I know, Julia. Oh, no, it was at best a 6, right? Well, let's redo the horrible fucking movie. You watch the trailer; it looks just as much of a festering turd as the first one. But
why don't they remake some of the classics like Starship Troopers, The Core?
The classics. I saw what you did there.
Yeah.
Have they done the Munsters yet? Have they redone that yet?
Not that I know of.
Because they've done Dark Shadows.
And Stooges.
They've done Stooges, Little Rascals.
They're doing Dark Tower now. I saw. That's not a remake, though, is it?
No, that's just a make of the book, but they're taking
like
a bunch of books, like 5 or 6, maybe even 7.
Gotcha.
And squishing it into one movie. But Matthew McConaughey's in it, so you really can't go too wrong.
All right.
Yeah. He was great in fucking True Detective, man. And that other Killer Joe. That's a movie with Matthew McConaughey. Like you've never seen him before. He's a cop who he's a sheriff who did a little murder for hire on the side.
Oh, nice.
You know, I mean,
so kind of like a True Detective, only he doesn't do murder on the side.
No, he just does his partner's wife.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen the show, whatever. It's not my fault. They're making the 3rd one, so fuck off.
Yeah.
You should have seen it by now.
What's that, True Detective?
Yeah.
They're making a 3rd one?
Yeah.
I heard the 2nd one wasn't very good.
The 2nd one was awesome.
Really? You liked it?
You can't have... I don't think you can... You know, like they did with American Horror Story. Right? Every season was kind of the same thing. It was going to be a horror story, but boom, this one's a different story. Boom, this one's a different story. Boom, every season is a different story, right? I think they're trying to do that with True Detective, but I don't think it's a genre you can do that in.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
So I think that one. Now maybe if you just called it True Detective, you know, to where it's like you don't make it so that the term True Detective is defined by the first season.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sure, I get it.
So, sorry, I'm bantering on. They're making, you've heard of The Room, right? The movie The Room?
No.
The Room is like one of the worst movies of all time. This guy got his own backing to make this movie, and it's horrible. It's called The Room, and it's like the new Rocky Horror Picture Show.
They're going to make this?
No.
Another one of these? Oh,
no.
Okay.
But they're making a movie. It's Seth Rogen and James Franco about the making of The Room.
Oh, God. Of course, those two.
So far.
Let's get high and suck up a bunch of money from a studio. Okay.
Hey, what, dude?
if you get paid to do it, fuck it, I can't blame them. Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if we had a studio like behind us and like here's some money, just make funny things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because look at that, like
we
Neil,
would fail miserably.
No, not well. Maybe with that attitude.
Yeah.
But like, look at Neil Blomkamp, who just fucking makes those awesome videos.
He's got a big studio working for him.
Yeah,
he's got people
so
doing
check
all
out
sorts
Oats
of shit.
Studios. Oats as in Quaker, and Studios as in Oats Studios on YouTube. It's really cool. They have like about 15 different videos and it's pretty intense stuff.
Really good CG. I mean, this is a guy who did District 9.
District
I think
9,
we mentioned
Chappie,
this last
Elysium.
week, but yeah, it was.
Yes.
This guy really knows, and the studio working with this guy. They know how to blend CG with real life lighting. It's insane. It's tough
like,
to tell the difference.
You can't tell what's what. I mean, how do we know the people aren't CG?
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we know? How do we know that this is real?
Did you see Rogue One? Star Wars Rogue One?
Yes.
So Grand Moff was CG.
Right.
Yeah, and so
Moff Tarkin.
Was it Leia?
Wasn't it? No.
Who else? There's another
There was
famous.
somebody else, that they did.
I don't remember who it was, but
shit.
I mean, you could
didn't
tell.
know it.
You could tell when they got into the light a little bit,
Right.
but it took a while. It was kind of weird. Like, oh my god, that's fucking. Wait a minute.
And I'm noticing now that they're getting to the point with CG to where it's like it used to be you'd see it and you go CG.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, that's fucking CG.
Yeah.
So they're getting better. I mean, if we're doing people like, oh, it's still CG, yeah, but it took you a few seconds to get to that.
We're getting real close to photorealistic. I mean, we're at photorealistic. We're not quite at video realistic yet.
And the thing is, once we get to that, then you know what we're going to be seeing? We're going to be seeing them sell. You're going to see estates like a Michael Jackson selling their likeness, leasing their likeness to studios, and then studios will use that, and then we'll have Michael Jackson, we'll have Elvis Presley in movies again.
They'll have to come back and voice them, right?
Well, they're dead.
Yeah, exactly. So how would they do that? Get people who have similar voices.
Yeah.
We can do like the...
That'd be a band name.
What?
Similar Voices.
That's a good band name from the 80s. Similar Voices.
That'd be more of a 90s band name, actually. Think about it.
That would have been a great name for like a band that doesn't have similar voices. So, for instance,
like how Ghost is not like they sound.
No, I mean like fuck. Why can't I think?